how should you return them then?
No.
What is the procedure? I'm not saying you personally. What is the procedure to return these books?
To return the books?
Yes.
No, as I just tell you, after auditing, we find that it's already...
Let's forget the audit.
Yes.
If you are to be given a receipt, GTR receipt book, how are you given these books?
I received from the CRBR.
And then you sign off?
I will sign it, yes.
So if you have to return them, the same procedure?
If I'm to return them?
Anyone, any employee that is using these GTR books?
They have to be returned to the office.
And you have to also follow the same procedure?
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yeah, no, we return them to the office, but there is nothing like you're going to sign against them that you return it.
That's not true.
Of course, I'm telling you.
Why would you sign?
Yeah, when receiving, you sign it. But when returning it back, there is no document whereby you will be given to sign.
Why will you not sign? The same document that you use, the same book that you will use to sign off.
This is what I'm saying. Yes, this is
the same documentation that you will have to use back.
Yes, I understand what you are saying. But what I mean here is there is no document where you sign when you are returning this receipt book to the office.
What do you mean?
Only when receiving. That's the time you sign it.
I don't understand that.
You said, how do we normally return it to the office?
Yes.
You said when we return it to the office, we need to sign.
Yes.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. There is no exercise book or a square book whereby when we return the books, we are going to sign that indicates that we return the books to the office.
Why?
I don't know why.
But there should be.
Well, it's not to my knowledge.
It's not your knowledge that there should be.
I don't know.
So now, how will you account for the receipts as well?
You know, I tell you earlier, before auditing, you have it.
No, forget the audit. Now, if you are to use a certain GTR book,
yes,
and you have now returned it,
yes,
and your boss will now come back and say that you have not returned the book, what will be your defense?
Can I get you clearly?
What?
I say, can I get you clearly?
If you are given a book,
yes,
the GTR book,
okay,
and it is being documented,
yes,
the serial number and everything is being documented,
yes,
and now you are to return it,
okay,
how are you going? And you don't record any of these details in relation to returning the book, whether you have used all the GTR receipts or part of it is unused, and you have to return it. How, if you don't record it, how are you going to be? How are you going to account for the monies that you have received as a result of revenue collection?
Yes, as I just tell you, we only receive it when we only sign against it when receiving it. But when returning it to the office, there is no square book or a place whereby we sign it. It's not there. It's not in the council.
Who do you sign from? Who would be the officer that will be in charge of the?
That's the finance manager.
The finance manager.
Yes.
Now, how many books do you recall you were given in 2018?
2018. I can't recall, only if I go over the CRBR.
How many receipts would be in a GTR book?
It depends. Others we have 50, others we have 100.
So how?
Normally 50 is more.
Based on your experience, how long will it take for a particular book to be exhausted?
To be exhausted? Yeah, in 3 days or 4 days time. 2 3 days? To 4 days time.
Or 4 days?
Yes.
So if you've worked for a month, how many books would you have used?
For a month? Yes, you know, not all the month you'll be working.
Let's assume, just give me an average. It doesn't matter whether every 4 days you have a new book.
Yeah.
3 4 days, if you go out in the field, 50 books would naturally be exhausted.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
So in a month you can have about 5 books?
Yes, 5 books, exactly, yes.
Let's say about 5 minimum, 5 books?
Yes, minimum 5.
Yes.
Yes.
So now, all those 5 books, if they are used, you will have to now return and account for this for this revenue that was collected.
Yeah, you know, every receipt book that exhausts.
Yes.
I have to go to the council for reconciliation.
For reconciliation?
Yes.
And how do you do this reconciliation?
Go to the director of finance.
And then?
Submit my paying slips.
Yes.
And then he will calculate the cash book and see if it tallies, then he will give me my receipt. Then from there, hence it is not audited. The receipts, I keep it on my side.
You keep it?
Yes.
And so, how many do you have in your possession?
This is what I'm saying. Before auditing, they will be with me. But after auditing, they are all back at this.
How many did you submit for auditing?
For auditing? No, I can't recall.
You can recall how many you submit for auditing?
No, I can't recall.
Have you submitted more than 10 books?
No, I can't recall exactly.
Have you submitted more than 5?
I can only confirm it through the CRBR.
Have you submitted more than 3?
3, yes, of course, more than.
You have not.
Even more than 5.
You have not.
I have not.
No. The audit report says you have not submitted the books.
No, but when audit comes, normally we bring all our books. So if they are saying that I don't submit the books to them.
No, but they will have record of that.
This is what I'm saying. They will have record. When they come, they will call us. And they will, call on our attention to us to bring all the GTR numbers, and which I do.
Yes. They will have records of the books that you have submitted for auditing.
Yes, because if they come, they request it for the CRBR.
Yes, so therefore, if they have records and they are saying that you have not submitted certain books for auditing, that would be the case.
Yes, but then if that happens also, normally, if they come, if there is any receipt book that is missing, they call on your attention to tell you that so and so receipt is missing, so go and find it, and which was not done.
But you know, if you use, let's say, minimum of 5 books in a month, when they come for auditing, you should submit all the books entirely.
Yes, I do.
So in the whole of 2018,
I submitted all, and then it's not only me who submit. We will all bring our books together.
I'm referring to you right now.
Yes.
You are the one that I'm asking questions right now.
Yeah, I submit all to them.
So now, who will keep custody of these books?
After auditing?
Yes.
They are all parked at the store.
At
the store.
Says who?
At the store, I mean.
But says who?
No, I don't know.
But that's not true.
No, honestly,
the responsibility of keeping these books is squarely and primarily, it rests squarely and primarily on the with the collectors.
Yes, but this is what I'm saying. I was not present, so if I tell you, I know the person who could be there.
Because you don't have evidence to show that you had kept these books in the store. So therefore, the books would be with you.
Yes, the store is there meant for that. After auditing, all receipts have been packed in that store.
Let me read to you what the financial manual says.
Okay.
405, page 24. Do you have it? Do you have it with you?
Oh, let me see. I don't have it with me.
Good. It says 405, paragraph or sub 5. But the employee to whom official receipts and license books are issued is personally responsible for their safekeeping and must ensure that the adequate measures are taken to safeguard them at all times.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this?
No.
You're not familiar with this?
No.
But you had told me earlier that the responsibility for keeping the books rests with you.
Yes, on my level, before auditing, this is what I tell you.
No. What do you mean before auditing? What law says after auditing it has to be
yes,
sent?
this is how I find it there. Even before I reach to this position, I normally see that when audit comes, after audit, all receipt books, market tickets, everything, vouchers are all packed in the store.
That's not true. So it's only control over used receipts. What is supposed to be kept in the store would be receipts that have already been used and they have already been exhausted.
Yes.
They have already passed the accounting stage. They've already been accounted for. Details of the GTR books have been already taken and accounted for. Then they will have to keep it at the store.
Okay.
You will find it at 406. It says all used receipts and other revenue earning books shall be kept in archives and safeguarded for a minimum period of 6 years.
Okay.
That is used GTR books.
Okay.
Already. It didn't say after auditing.
Okay. No, I don't have the financial manual.
You don't have to
I can know it.
But whose responsibility is it?
Yeah, it's my responsibility.
Exactly. It's not like you don't have the financial manual. It's because you don't want to produce these documents.
No, not that.
But that's the case.
No, not
because
that.
Because you are saying that these books are kept in the store.
Yes.
But you don't know who kept it in the store.
Yes. Definitely.
You don't know when it was kept in the store. You don't know how it was kept in the store.
Yes.
You said you had gone there to search.
Yes.
But you cannot search for something you did not keep in the store?
No, I believe they were packed there. This is why
it's not about belief.
Yes.
You have the responsibility to keep these books of account. So when you also said that you did not present them, you did not present them.
Yes, I don't deny, but at least they would have at least consulted me. That
we are now consulting you.
Yeah, you know, but when the time they came there, if they consulted me that so receipt and receipt have been missing,
where are the GTR books you have used from?
That would be easier for me to find them at that time.
Where are the GTR books you have used in 2018?
Is the exorcist one?
Yes.
They are all at the store.
The ones in 2019?
All at the store.
The ones in 2020?
2020, I was not there. I resumed in May 2020.
In May?
Yes.
So when you resumed?
So when I resumed, I was not given any responsibility by them.
Until?
Until 2021, then I was given a responsibility.
And then you started, what responsibility were you given?
No, on the business registrations, licenses and rates and taxes.
Now,
can you speak up so that we can get your evidence?
Yeah, on business registration and then trade license.
So when you were spending the council's funds without it being authorized, did you not know it has to be authorized?
Yes, I was authorized by the CEO.
No, there was no official authorization.
But normally we don't spend cash without the authority of the CEO.
How do you get this authority?
He will call me and tell me that I'm supposed to pay this, like as you were saying, that's the launch for the Lumo collectors. So he will call me after the Lumo collector, he will tell me to provide lunch for those guys.
Now we will now proceed with that. But then you had spoken about the records being kept or taken in relation to you being issued out a receipt.
Okay.
The GTR books.
Yes.
Again, the same section 405, it says, sub 7, the Director of Finance will maintain a register of revenue earning books in which will be recorded every receipt issued, return, and reissue of those documents. The register should give the following details: the date of the receipt or issue,
okay,
serial number of each book, the names and signatures of officers to whom the books are issued, the names and signatures of officers making the returns and the date of return by those officers, the name and signature of officers to whom the returns are made, and the maximum and minimum stock level.
Okay.
So it's not only at the time of. You know, I like this. I don't like it. Yes.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
I understand it. It is in the manual, but on the ground it is not done like that.
No. If you are given a book, it is recorded.
Yes.
It is for your own interest. You know that when you have collected revenue, you have exhausted a certain GTR book, okay, and you have to return it. Yes. You yourself know. No one should tell you. No one ought to tell you. You yourself know, for the purpose of accountability, that it should be recorded.
Yes, I understand that. But
yes,
what I'm saying, that procedure is not taken. It's only that right now our new Director of Finance, who is acting right now, was trying to make that suggestion that whenever any receipt book is being exhausted, he will create a place for, in his office whereby we're going to park everything there. So I tell him that is also a good idea because it was not happening. But for that guy already, he is planning that any other receipt that is finished will be parked to his office.
Do you use receipt books that are not official?
No.
How will we know that?
We don't use receipt without...
You, I'm talking about you yourself.
No.
How will we know that?
Can I get you clear?
How will we know that you don't use receipt books that are not official?
Through the CRBR, you can know it.
You what?
Through the CRBR, because we only use the receipt that comes...
No, I'm saying in the field.
No, we don't use it.
But how will we know that?
Well, I don't know how you know that, but we don't use it.
No, you should know.
No.
Because you had made expenditure.
I only received...
You had made expenditure without having signatures or stamp.
No, you mean returning. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you
returning of the receipt books. But when receiving, you sign. But returning, we don't sign for it.
I will ask again. Do you use receipt books that are not official?
That are not official?
Yes.
No.
But how will we know that? How can I trust that you don't use receipt books that are not official?
Well, I don't know how are you going to, but I'm sure we don't use it. And there is no other receipt that we use in the field apart from the official receipt.
Forget about they and we. Is it Lamin Balde?
Yes, Lamin Balde.
I am referring to you specifically.
I don't use it.
But revenue collectors, that's what you do.
No, for me, I never do it.
That is how you suppress revenue.
For me, I don't do it. I don't know others, but I talk on my own. I don't do it.
Then why will you make payments or spend funds without having the required authorization?
Yeah, as I just tell you, if the CEO authorizes you to do so, you have to do it.
We don't see the authorization here.
Yes, but he authorized me because I will not do any payment without the authorization of the CEO.
So if you collect 100, let's say $1,000 in a day.
Yes.
In a day, and you're using the official receipt books.
Yes.
And you are following the due process of accounting.
Yes.
There will not be any problem. Is that not the case?
Yes.
But then if you are using the official receipts and you have another receipt book you are using,
yes,
that will not be any correct serial registration number or stamp also?
Yes, but what I am trying to tell you here, there is no other receipt book that I use in the field.
That is not what the audit is showing. What the audit is showing is all the payments you have done, there were no authentication.
Have they said that I use a receipt book that is not in official receipt book?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, but
in 2018, in July, I had told you you had made payment for the purchase of lunch for sundry collectors.
Yes.
At Bureng.
That's from the revenue.
Yeah, are you supposed to use money from the revenue?
No, as I tell you, I was authorized by the CEO.
No, but there is no. Stop saying you are authorized. You've already said that, and I have told you there is no evidence of authorization.
Yes, I understand there is no evidence, but it's due to the authorization of the CEO. This is why I do it, because I don't pay cash on my own.
I am trying to show you
yes,
that it has been your practice individually to spend council's monies without having or following due process.
No.
But that's not due process.
Yes, that can be possible too, because
it's not possible. That is what is happening. That is what the record is showing. That in numerous instances, you will spend money. 2018 June, you have paid for the purchase of lunch.
Yes.
No signature and stamp for the officer in charge of payments.
That was their fault to not to sign it.
That was whose fault?
The person who prepared the voucher.
You are the one paying?
Yes.
So
I pay it. After paying it, as I just tell you, I don't prepare any payment voucher. So if I paid after coming to the office for submission, I have to bring that amount that
should you have a voucher first before payment or payment
this is what I'm saying.
Voucher?
I'm not in the office. I was by then outside posting in Wellingara. And then they normally come from Soma to Wellingara for Lumo collection. So when they come, we have to provide them lunch. Then the following week, I will come to the office. So when I come to the office, after submitting what we have on the Lubo, then the Director of Finance will prepare a voucher.
For all monies collected,
after preparing the voucher, he should sign it, and then CEO should sign it.
For all monies collected, they should be taken to the bank.
This is what I'm saying. Yes, we do that.
You don't do that.
Of course we do that.
You had said you will give monies to the Director of Finance. You don't do that.
Yes, that's when emergency comes.
No, you didn't say emergency.
Of course I said so yesterday.
Give me one example of an emergency that calls.
Like the fuel, the tractor at Brain. If like the CEO is not there and then the Director of Finance is not there, they can call us to fuel the tractor.
So for all the monies, so now you recall the instances you have given the money to the Finance Director?
Huh?
Now you recall the instances you have given money to the Finance Director?
No, I can't recall.
I said give me one example where you gave the Finance Director money because it was an emergency.
This is what I'm saying, only on emergency, but I can't recall.
So why are you giving the example of a tractor?
Yes, CEO can travel.
No hypothetical cases here.
Okay.
Do you have an incident where it was an emergency and you had to give money to the Director of Finance?
Director of Finance. Yeah, it will happen.
Do you?
Yes.
Give me one scenario.
As I just tell you, like the tractor and like maybe sometimes the Lumo, because sometimes...
You personally?
Yes.
What was the emergency that you had encountered which warrants you to give money to the Director of Finance?
The Director of Finance? Yeah, no, for that one, like office expenses, but I would not know exactly what are they going to pay. He will just tell me that they have an emergency, then let me bring that amount. So they'll be paying it, and I would not know on to what are they going to pay.
Mr. Bale, for all the monies you have given to the Director of Finance, we don't have record of it. You don't have record of it.
No.
And we wouldn't know how much you have given to the Director of Finance.
No, I will know exactly how much I give, but on what he is paying it to.
How much did you give the first time?
The first time, if I can recall, is 40 liters of fuel. That, by then, I don't know, I cannot remember exactly the amount, but it was 40 liters of fuel.
That would be roughly how much?
I can't remember exactly, because by then the fuel was not costly.
The second would be?
No, mostly there is only fuel.
Only fuel?
Yes.
And roughly, give us a figure.
Might be twice or 3 times.
An amount?
Amount to maybe 5,000 something.
And you'll be doing this. And then there is no record of it. So how do you record it? How do you reconcile that?
Yes. If I give that 5,000 something to the Director of Finance, he will give me a receipt of 5,000. A GTR receipt.
Can you produce those receipts? Do you have them?
The receipts?
Yes.
You know, those receipts have been attached in the cash book.
Where is the cash book?
That one is not only the recent cash book that I have. But the old cash book is parked at the store, as I tell you before, with the receipt books.
So you don't have any documents, any proof of whatever you are saying. You just come here to sit down and tell us you give the Director of Finance money.
No, what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. You don't have. You can't recall how much. You don't know how much and how many times you have done that.
Yes.
The receipts that the auditor said that you did not submit, you are saying it is taken to the store, but you didn't take it to the store. You don't know who took it to the store, and that's it.
Yes.
The GTR books, you never signed off for it.
Of course I signed.
No, I mean when you returned it.
No, I don't sign. When we return, there is no square book or a place.
How many GTR books did you hand over to the finance manager?
To the finance manager. I think it was either 2 or 3 books.
When was this?
Just after when I was suspended.
When were you suspended?
That was in 20.
After or before the audit?
Yes, after.
After the audit, you were suspended.
Yes, when the audit reports come back, I was suspended.
You were suspended, and then you had to hand over
those books.
About 3.
Yes. If
Did you sign?
If I can recall, either 2 or 3.
Did you sign when you were handing over?
No.
Why?
No, he don't give me any document to sign.
Were they used? Were they exhausted?
Yes, because we reconciled only one that was not exhaust.
Do you have the numbers of the GTR?
No, I don't have the numbers.
You don't have the numbers?
No.
And the name of the finance manager you said?
It's Sayo Jassi.
Sayo Jassi?
Yes.
Jassi.
Jassi. Yes.
And you gave him 3 books?
Yes, 3 or 2, if I can recall. Yes.
Now, is it a culture in the area council to give monies to the finance director?
No, as I just tell you, it's sometimes, not all the time.
Not you. Is it a culture for the revenue collectors to be giving money to the finance director?
No.
You mean no one has ever done that?
No, I don't mean no one. I can only say for mine. I don't know whether others are giving to them or not. So I talk on my behalf.
On your behalf?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes. We then will apply for the witness to be discharged if there is no question for the witness.
Mr. Valde, please, we want you to go back to your store and check the GTRs.
Okay.
Because you have given evidence that roughly in a month you might be given up to 5 books.
Yes.
Give and take, right?
Yes.
We want to see for the period that you were collector.
Okay.
This is 2018 to 2020, because you said you stopped, you were suspended.
Yes, in July 2019.
Endeavor to check and bring us the cash book and the GTRs that
this one
you have handled. No, just wait.
Okay.
Go back to the store because you didn't know whether it was packed in the store or not packed in the store.
Okay.
You go back and check to see what you can bring for us.
Bring for us, okay.
To confirm what you are saying.
Yes, as I just tell you, when I was suspended, I handed over all these documents.
Yes, but you can go back
to the finance manager.
Yes, you're still working at the Mansakonko area council.
Yes, still I'm working there.
Yes, so it is easy for you to go back and check what is available and what has been kept.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I believe that the law is very clear. Those books,
Okay.
the cash books and the GTRs, ought to have been kept
Okay.
for a period of 6 years
6 years. Okay.
before they are finally, you understand,
Okay.
kept somewhere else
Somewhere
where you
else.
don't have access.
Okay.
So we will expect you to do that
Well, I will go.
by early next week.
Yes, I will go. I will.
So
I
you
will.
are hereby discharged.
Okay.
But when we require you to come and clarify certain issues, we will call you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Registrar, can you call the other witness?
Good morning, Madam Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into local government councils and related matters. Madam, what is your religion? See, what is your religion? Mansakonko is your religion. No, I say, what is your religion? Imu Muslimol ti bang foi mo Christianol. Imu Muslimol. Pitang Michael ke big fan. Iwe kalo kela nin kanjuma la sila. Okay. Mr. Boya, can you come and help? Okay, I'll do the citation to him and you translate for her. Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation instead of swearing by the Holy Quran. You repeat after me. I Tumbulu. Your surname? Gasama. I do solemnly, sincerely, okay, You may kindly sit down. Madam Chair, the witness is not sworn. I now hand over the witness to you.
Madam Gassama, good morning.
Yes, I'm fine.
You are welcome.
Okay.
Council,
Good morning, Madam. Can you tell us your names, please?
Tumbul Gasama are my names.
And where do you live?
I'm residing at Jarasoma.
And what is your occupation?
I am a market collector.
Okay. You gave a statement to the investigators of the commission.
Yes, that is correct.
And would you recognize your statement if you were shown it?
Yes, I will do.
Let me show you this document. Is that the document? Is that the statement that you gave?
Yes, this is the very statement of which I instructed them to write.
And is that your signature?
Yes, this is my signature.
And do you wish to adopt that statement as part of your evidence before the commission?
Yes.
Now, there's a letter attached to that statement.
Yes, there is a letter of which I have given to them.
Where's the original of that letter?
Yes, it's with me here.
Can I see the original? Madam, this is still a copy. It's still a photocopy.
mistake talde ntenga mrenga original wala sikana wala.
I think I did a mistake. I thought I come along with that said letter, but very unfortunate.
Sorry, Mr. Interpreter, I actually didn't hear what you said.
I say I'm very sorry. I thought I came along with the said original, but very unfortunate. I think I left it home.
Okay. When you return, can you search for the original and bring it to the commission?
Because I remember for me that is agini no ni aji is aji sifero beke. Yes, I do. I got the original. I'm the one who did this photocopy, but I will search for it.
Okay. Chairperson, I'd like to tender the witness's witness statement as well as the copy of the letter addressed to her dated the 31st of May 2021, headed Market Overseer and signed by the Chief Executive Officer of Mansakonko Area Council.
The witness statement dated 18th of October 2023, signed by Tumbul Kasama, together with a letter dated 31st of May 2021, headed Market Overseer. Said letter is signed by the CEO, Mansakonko Area Council, and is copied to Chairman, Mansakonko Area Council, Governor, Director of Finance, Mansakonko Area Council, Chairman, Establishment Committee of Mansakonko Area Council. They are all admitted together in a bundle and marked as LGC/TG/MKAC/001.
As the Commission pleases, we're grateful. So, Madam Gassama, you said in your statement that you were employed by Mansakonko Area Council in 2008 as a revenue collector, and in 2021 you were designated as Market Overseer of the Jara Soma Market.
Akamen for jang ako ifang la kumakang wala yemendi ila statement oto ko dogo ni kamen for kamen ke Mansakonko Area Council wala yeteta dogo wala in
2008 as a revenue collector.
2008 ikata revenue collector wala nami kanal karilati.
Ha tonyale.
Yes, that is true.
Now between 2008 and 2021, were you ever promoted to any other position other than revenue collector?
Ako kabo 2008 kana
2008 to 2021.
21. Ako fo ila palaso kafale ba wala inane promote le bang ake do diba. Fo ibeno dogo kilingala wala i coordinator wala.
Mbo dogo kilingala. Imana place la fa mbo dogo kilingala for 2001.
No,
2021.
I was on the same position, or the same, as I said, as a collector since 2018 to 2021. I was not promoted.
Sorry, it's 2008. Not
Excuse me, 2008 to 2021. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And is this usual at Mansakonko Area Council that there's such a long period between promotions?
Ako fo nyinne mo alsi alta manyati je wala alkata ma nyinne la bang fo musirol di je mi alon ko ni do go soto wala ya di la ikatara meri je comité meta je nyame uke promote
ntela karola de wala keta je de ngawolonde de buto man dol kala ngolonde.
For my side, this is what had happened. That is all I know, but I can't tell for others.
Okay, how many revenue collectors are you in Mansakonko Area Council?
Ako Mansakonko Area Council revenue collector solo almo jalle bije wala munama cardinal men bije almo jalu.
Mbe area men na mbe ofono la ntol mbe table la area la collector ntol mbe marché kono ntol mo nay nebeye.
What I can be able to share is that is the people we belong to the same group, that is the market collectors. We are about 9 of the in number. For that I can tell. We are 9 in number.
So before you were a market overseer, when you were still a revenue collector, were you only stationed at the market or have you been moved, rotated?
Ako anyini karo menti ako dan ni betala no marzo kono ako kabiri ta pour ke revenue collector ti ako ifolo ta mentole bang fo kabiri ta yesa mo marzo to bang fo ine folo ta dulato dan ni bina marzo to
ani kabiri enta man folo dulato mbe nu ngata nu lu moto ani so ma market nu mbe mo le ko to je kata do ko la o dam malet.
When I started, I was taken to the Lumos and the market, yes, Lumos and the market.
So you've never worked at the head office?
Ako Allah biro to Allah head office. Ide mando ko keje.
Nana mando ko keje.
No, I have never.
As a market collector, how often did you collect revenue for the council?
Ako bari ko ito marzo kono. Ako ikatol ka kono Allah na makoy ko kadingola alko kadin wati ni juma. Ni al kalke samba kanzulodo.
Nka start wato menna. So mandalen ka start.
We do that is every day. We rotate every day collection, and we started 6 in the morning.
Okay. And when do you stop?
Ako nali ada di somanda alka stop wati jumala.
Ninga ada di somanda angkata 4-3.
When we started in the morning, we had until 3 o'clock p.m.
And the 9 of you that are market collectors, are you stationed at one market or are you stationed at all the markets?
Ako ni konde mo marché ko nama kaninal ri ala nyini government wala ko fo ibe marché ke sama marché clean to bang fo ikatra ya la marché ni marché tema. Ni ko tani marché to ta marché do fo e sama marché clean on to.
Mbe marché clean on nyine to marché on nyimu clean to manole be tema marché ngoni marché ba.
Yes, we have one market, one can say, because it's just divided by the road. We have the small market and the big market.
Okay, one of your colleagues yesterday said that you now have 3 markets. Is that correct?
Ako bare ila se do member ta jamme ala ko atol le bedula kali we me fo sanya ako sanya be dabanto marché sabale bal bluje fo to nyale woti
ha to nyale be je marché ku to lota bari kanti ngol be tama kan table man tara je enta dum be table la ma fangol.
Yes, that is correct. There is the other market, but right now the one erected there is a new market. It's only the canteens. There is nothing like tables. And for me, I am stationed by collecting revenue on the tables, but there is no table yet. It's only canteens.
Okay. So on average, how much revenue do you collect a day for you, not the whole group?
Ako sa ni ajubi te kunni ngo fama be siri ika jelle mutane lempoto wala namoto ika men soto marso to lungolo min kumu bi ni e men do ku ika jelle soto
ni na mul ka men do ku marsi aka sele la ka ji som wato men am bastat kam nka men do ku ngata fo 4000 ba sa en men do ku ngata fo 6000 ma fa.
Yeah, sometimes it decrease, sometimes it increase. But normally, myself and our group, normally what we normally collect sometimes $3,000, but now it rises to around 6,000 a day.
Did she say 3,000 or 4,000?
4,000.
Did you say 4,000 to 6,000 or 3,000?
4,000.
Very well, 4,000 to 6,000.
6,000, huh?
Now it rises to 6,000.
And what do you do when you collect this money every day? What do you do with the money?
Ako ni kodo mi ala ko ka so to ka men fa ka men so to mar so to ika mo ne ke kodo la lu ni aso ni kodo mo te ka mo ne ke ala
ni nga collection ke fo njita kata bank le.
Whenever I collect monies after I go to the bank.
And which bank do you go to?
Ako kata bank jumale to
ngata Trust Bank and sometimes ngata Reliance.
So I go to Trust Bank, sometimes Reliance.
And how do you know which bank to go to?
Akoy kalo nyaari ko nyata tala ni bankol to.
Ika fo nyale.
I am informed.
Who will inform you?
Ako jumale ko fo.
CEO le ka fo nyal bitani bankar.
I am informed by the CEO that today you are going to this Basua bank.
So on a day that the CEO does not inform you what bank to go to, where do you deposit?
Ako sa ni misali fi ni CEO ma fo ko bi nyata tala trust bank wala nyata tala reliance. Sa holu mo nyanta mo nekela. Wala ka mo neke?
Ngata trust bank le.
I do go to trust bank.
Okay. Now, can you tell us what your educational qualifications are?
Ako sa ngamuru ngite fango kang ako itila londo ila karango adanta mindole.
Ntala londo danta masango ko form 1.
My education is a form 1 from form 1 Masa Congo.
You stopped at form 1.
Ako ila karango danta form 1. Very well.
Okay. Now, so every day you deposit the monies that you collect into Trust Bank unless the CEO tells you to put it in Reliance.
Ako amunta ko sa ilugolu nite ko do menta namo nyil wala lempoto marsoto ikasamba Trust Bank funding CEO ko go bi nyin asamba Reliance.
Yes. Asamba Trust Bank le so wati do safanya ko al Trust Bank stop ale ta Reliance.
That's correct. Whenever I collect, I take these monies to the Trust Bank, but sometimes I am advised to take these monies to Reliance.
Does the Director of Finance ever give you instructions as to where to deposit the money?
Ako member maralanda follow like a member for Director of Finance. Ako fo fanan kaya baro di labang afo ko nyinko do sama nyi bank nangam to ba.
Hani wona na ma fanya de.
No, he have never.
And is this the case for the other revenue collectors at the market as well? Every day they go and deposit at the bank?
Ako kome ikasim famenta for ilafta for la imonyol fanan ka wale ke bang ni tol fana nem lempota ikasamba bank lelungolumba.
Na monyo si fajuma.
Kome revenue collector fana men bije men ka namo fanan ta ko.
Men be canteen area for.
I want to know exactly whether those are the canteen areas or
the market.
Ako marsoto ji.
Wol ning wole collection ke pare tantale ka samba.
All those guys, whenever they do their collections, when they are ready, I am the very person who used to take all their revenues or monies to the bank.
Okay, so about how much do all of you collect together in a day? So you said your own is between 4,000 and 6,000. When you combine all the other market collectors who own every day before you go to the bank, about how much is that?
Ako bayari fango ya fale ko ikudningo ni te ileka kodo menso do wala ikana momenta lungolung akatali wili nani wala wili woro. Ako sa inila mol be mi alo katol be be o marso kono nali kodo ta ya be chenzung kodo be chenzunyo la ya di adungi bulu akake jelleti.
Ninga kodo be kafunyo manka wole fote. Amante komente kilinka men collecte.
What I'm trying to make clear here is that the amount I said is not the only personally what I used to collect. This is just when all these market collectors came together. That is the amount I'm telling you, from 4,000 to 6,000.
Okay, so the 4,000 to 6,000 is all of you together, not just your own.
Ako amunta ko wili nano kata wili woro amunta ko atol be nali ko do chen sunyola wotumo la ko amanke damala ko do.
Amanke damala ko do.
That's correct.
So can you tell me what your role is as market overseer now?
Ako sign after alon na sign ite mune mi la palasoti wala mune mu ibene nyanta ite la bari ko it fangol be marché ko no ko be marché to kole ko na matala lempu talal ha mune mi la role di la position
nte la position o menti kata collection la ni na mul be le kata collection.
My role is that I used to go to collection together with my people or my group.
And are you their supervisor? Do they answer to you?
No, I am not a supervisor.
So then what's the difference between your role as market overseer and the rest of the revenue collectors at the market?
So ite mune mu ite la position oti wala mune mi ite la lo nyati je bayri al mo jamale bije mi al go woni a imo yol la kol mankli.
Ha ntele ne mo nata nga dula le soto me ya lon ko mo donya na tala ni area la donya na tala area la ntele ka buko bona area council ngana nga buko nyi sia momo nya na tala da me karite ta nga tala o nya man tele ka oke ni pare da fanan tele ka kodo be ka be ka singa kontin tele ka samba bang.
Whenever we go for collection, I am the very person who used to collect the books from the council, and I distribute them to various revenue collectors at the market, and I indicate them or instruct them whoever where you should collect. And after doing their collections, they have to bring all the monies and the books, hand it over to me. We count the monies, and then later I took the monies to the bank.
So, are you saying that every day you report to the council first before going to the market?
Hani ni ntolonga office osoto na marché kono.
No, we have an office inside the market.
Okay, so who is at the office at the market that issues you the GTR books?
Ako sign allo office o membe marsoto ako jumal be marari woto mi alon ko ni tata je ikaw GTR bugol ta o membulu.
Ani mo mantara GTR o mantara je nkata kama area council.
No, they are not in that office. I used to go to the area council and collect them.
Okay, so what books is it the GTR books that you use to collect the market duties?
Ako fo nalbe lembo takan alka buk jumale use fo alka GTRS le use ba o buku ningol mi alka risito safal ka di mo la men nyata
nka tanka o buku ningo nyi $10 tanka wala ta.
Yes, that is the book, that the $10 ones, that is the one we use.
Okay, so you're now saying you go to the head office to collect those books?
Ako sai left after la ni wul kata head office le wala balla kazuloti ye bukol tananje ine ta marsoto. That's correct.
So how often do you collect them from the head office?
Ako sai comme ila taje ka buku ningol taje akake lu fulu ngol nembam fo.
Hani nkata je nintata monde ninga packet fulatana na banta ngana muruje ko tan.
No, it depends. Every Monday when I go there, I used to take 2 packets. So whenever they are finished, then that's the time I return there to collect orders.
So all those GTRs that are issued would be entered into the CRBR book?
Ako sa amunta ko wo buku ningol alkamenta ni aleyota wol be ka safela ayke wo alla CRR wo la buku ba be bije.
Ha, be ka tara enter wol ko ninta tan ka wol tanga sahen.
Yes, that's correct. All are entered inside there. So whenever I go to collect, I need to sign those books.
Okay, so when you issue these books to your market collectors after you've already signed for them, do they sign anything to show that this is the book that you've given to this market collector?
Ako sign bari ite ka make of sort ni tata furko buku dingol ta ika sign okay. Ako sign ya samanang ifele ba dila ila molla. Ako nila dila wol ka kanya le fol fanan ka sign le bang kaitan diko ay ite ni buku dingol din nanu ngamur nanne wala wol ka kanya dile wol fanan ka sign le ba wala.
Ha amang ka amanto men dilang kalo ni tul fanan kalo ni anati nan kalo ni men nate tul fanan kalo ni men nata.
Yes, whenever they bring the amounts of monies, I do know how much who brought it and how much he brought, and they too knows how much they brought.
No. So you sign for the 2 packets of revenue collection books that you take from head office. So when you go to the interpret.
Ako bayri fango ya fojane ko tenengo teneni buku ndingol banda tenengo ikata offshore buku holta nanje buku fula packet fula ako barni ata ika sign jele ko buku packet fula leta so ala nyinin karo mum mendi wala ko because ni ata nan ika di revenue collector la membe marso kono so ala nyinin karo mum mendi je wala mo foni adum membulu afalanka e buku ifana buku soto le bang amari ka sign damen comme bi ye buku ndingo dinale nyim buko yole dinna fo
hani momo bita damento area menen ka safere de tabita ni area to ngabuko dila bari to buka sign ko tenke.
No, they did not sign. All what I do is if I instruct you today you will be here, then I just write your name and indicate that you are now in charge of this place, but they don't sign.
Okay, so all the revenue collected by the other revenue collectors at the market would be using GTRs that are under your name.
Ako san amunta ko imonyol wala no ido hunyol membe malsoto wala momo na kata na makani wala wo bukundi ko yemem diala atabe na mo karina ite toyala. Yes.
So what happens if there's a shortage and the books used were not used by you, but were used by your market collectors?
Ako sai mune bina kela wala mune ka kenatra amari nyol tatale andu ibaje la ko inyanta mentala ko do inyanta men sotla ibaje ma ama soto anyama sote bije kamen fo sote ako mune kana ke ite to ala bari ni ajuwe ate bugo menta mandi ite to ale bije ite to le bije ako mune kana ke woto
momo ita mek sole ni mentata ibuka sote keje because ye men ye tata area mina je nanga momensi ni ya ka wala kuntu ya na fena.
They always very attentive and they always very careful not to have shortage because whatever any document or paper they sign, they have to bring that money. So it never occurs like they have shortage on my name.
Okay. And how often do you reconcile your cash book at the head office?
Ako sign ni ajuwe alla cash book. Member of Sodo, and Alka Bukundingo many use. Ako Alka reconcile Yadile, come be member suffering Bukundingo and member Bukbato, Alka reconcile Yadile.
Hanka, yalo, ye Bukomenta office. Ya number bije, or you only use it of an cast book or book killing all enter.
Yes, because the GTR that you took to the market, it have a number and at the register GTS at the office to have the same number. So when you come from the market, you need to reconcile those numbers to see whether it tallies or not.
So that's what I'm asking. How often do you do this? Do you go to the office every day to reconcile your cash book, or do you do it once a week?
Reconcile me along buku member bulanu buku ba member of Soto. Puruka haima ka long fo boyo ka fo boyo manke ako wati ika wo ke nyaadi le fo lungolu nembang fo lo ko ngolo ko fo kar kario kara ika ke wati nyaadi le
nka ke 15 ani end of month karfani titani lulo
every 15th of the month or by the end of the month.
And who do you do this reconciliation with?
Ako sani kata wo haima rola ini jumale kake wala kata jumale ya men al kake damendo.
Mpangale kunga bukomenta je mpangale ka enter ninga enter ni 15 no nga mendo kwa kanya tamefeni wala kata.
I enter them for myself because I check every 15th or 30th whatever I work or whatever I produce, I have to compare them and reconcile by the book.
That's for your own cash book.
Yes, that's correct.
So do you not go back to the director of finance so that he can input what's in your cash book into his own cash book?
Akofo Allah ka finance director of finance ibukata woya fana puru buko mi cash book membi je anise ta ka hayma ka jube fo atali tale ban fa banke kilingon.
Hanka ni tata son misonola nka sama finance director le ya.
Yes, whenever I go there for submission, I do take them to the finance director.
So how often is that?
As I said before, on the 15th or by the 30th, end of month or by the 15th.
And when you go, what do you go with? As in, what does he take from you to do that reconciliation?
Ntenga mendoku nga me entana bukoto ni wole risito nyin kataje ika wole jube an ni foi talita foi mantari.
The revenue I entered in my cash book, that is the receipt I used to take to the finance director for him to compile them and see whether it tallies or not.
Yeah. So you take your cash book and you take the bank deposit slips?
Ako cash book ko sama jela ani bank ko do men landi bank ko men for deposit slips.
Ni wole kata ha.
That's correct.
And do you take the GTR?
Ako buku ngo fana na kata le GTR book ka men sama marché auto ticket wal ka kuntu dame ko fana sama jele.
Ani mbuko sama jele.
No, I did not take them there.
The director of finance does not need to check the GTR books?
Ako abuke ni nga pour ka foko yewol sama jele.
Hani abuka nyini nkaola because men katara nka men enta akeka wo killing wala katara jaka wala jube.
No, all what is after is the ones I enter in my cash book and the receipts and the pay slips. That's the only thing he used to check.
And does the internal auditor check as well?
Ako internal auditor me katraje me ala ko ka crossirol ke ari chisrolu ako fo fananka ajubele ba audit internal audit.
Ha nimbota na cash book close lang katatele ya.
Yes, whenever I close the cash book, I have to go direct to the audit, internal audit.
Is this after you've closed with the Director of Finance?
Ako je fo ni bota director of finance what more kata ataya bang fo?
Nimbota director of finance ya len kanata ateya.
Yes, from the director of finance then I proceed to the audit.
And does the internal auditor look at the GTR books, or he also does not look at the GTR books?
Ako ate auditor ni afananga bukundi wala ko nyini kale ba wala ka jubele ba fa afana buko jube.
Aka ko nyini kale ning fenko nata ning auditor nata ke parking na fena.
Yes, so he do a request for them when there is time for auditing or when the auditors come. He do request for the GTRs.
No, so I'm asking about the internal auditor. Does the internal auditor, the one at your office, does he look at the GTR books after you finish closing with the Director of Finance?
The Director of Finance, yeah. Bayari ko kata auditor, internal auditor ya sai. Ako ni tata wo ya fo fana buke nyini ka wo GRs bukundi ngo nyinna ba.
Na bukan nyini ka wala nga buko amato men enta ka wala konti. Afana ka jibe ko director ka nyame na lonko exactly wala ma ko la na ya tik.
No, we will not ask for the GTR books. All what you do is the cash book. You will check the cash book and check the receipts and the pay, the bank slips if they tally as how the finance director took them as, then it's okay. But she never asked for the GTRs.
Okay. And so you said that you bring the GTRs when the auditors come from National Audit Office?
Ako for left half for the left half la ko wo GTR bu ko ndingol nying wato me ke samana wala ni auditor nata je.
Ha ni auditor nata je nke na fena.
Yes, when there are auditors there we used to bring them.
So when you've used the GTR books and you finish those books, you keep them until the auditor comes?
Ako sign wo bu ko ndingol ka o mara nyaade le ko me ni men samba wo banta ete ka o ke nyaade le ka mu le ba mfa ka traite le maroka. It's under my custody. I used to pack them.
Okay, so you don't return the used books to the Director of Finance?
Amunta ko yemen tamandi wala men banta buko murundi ka di finance director la aka try telebulu. Yes, I used to keep them under my custody until the auditors come and audit them.
And what happens to them after the auditors have finished looking at them?
That is the time I hand them over to council and they put them in the store.
So when you hand them over to the council, is there anything that you sign against to show that you've returned them?
Ako sign wo muru wato ni be muru la council ni ya muru di fo ka fo ne ya sign ba fo bu ka fen sign fo ka sign o ke ka ita di ko nga muru di le
ha ni nga muru di je auditor ka fa nya sign ka sign.
Yes, whenever I took them back I am requested or I am advised by the auditors to sign, of which I normally do.
It is the auditors that give you something to sign, or is it the council?
Ako sign ite ka sign damento fo auditors le ka di la ya sign woto ba fo council le ya di wole ka di le ka sign damento.
Ninga council to le ka fanya ka sign. Auditor le ka fanya ka sign.
It's the auditors who used to tell me to sign.
Okay, but the council doesn't. So I'm asking this because when you take the books, you sign against the CRBR. When they finish and you're returning them so that they can pack it in the store, there's nothing that the council gives you to sign.
Akola na ke nyini nga akoba ri fango ya fanya ko ni be bukol taka mo soto ka side le. So ala nyini karo menti wala ni pare ho bukol bala e muru di council ko me ka fo nyame. So for council fana ka sign le ban fo ite fon ka sign le ka ita ko buko nyi muru tanande.
Council bu ka sign de ka samba finance len ko nga ko na fe na nen tata jana auditor ya wala ya fanya ko sa sign ko ya na ta.
No, council will never sign. Whenever I took them to the finance, then the finance will ask me to take them to the auditors. So from the auditors they are in, I am asked to sign. That's where I usually sign.
So when you take them back from the auditor and you've signed with the auditor to show that you've taken them back, who do you give them to? The Director of Finance, or do you take them to the store yourself?
Ako sign ni fango ya ke kome ya fo nyame ni tata fo auditor ya inata sign sa na pareta e fawle ka samba bang yala ne mangasino to bang store to mangasino to bang wala fay ka di mole ka du mole bulu
kabir ni nga samba finance ko director finance na bu ko fele ko ngana fena na ko be kada wolto.
Then from there I took it back to the director of finance. That is where I ended up with them.
Okay. Now, have you ever been requested to make any payments from the monies that you collected at the market?
Ako fo inene jini kale puru ye kodo dila wala ye kodo joje kodo mi alon ko wala lempo mi alon ko e kaso to e kata marché oto ba
Puru ka ko di ma joje.
ha ako fo inene o kele ba inene o jini kale puru yo ke ba
Honey.
no.
So the CEO or the director of finance has never called you to say, can you pay for, what was that, Lumo breakfast? Breakfast for the Lumo workers or something like that. It's never happened?
Ako fo ning anene manke CEO wala director of finance pour que commandi ka fo ko bari bide ko do membe bulu sula tala lafta kala da samote wala lafta dun la nyin dulalto sa lafta ye ko di jaro di dol ya dum dol bulu ako fo nene manke ba
Honey.
no.
So when the auditors come and go and when they prepare their reports, have you ever been shown these reports or told that your name has been listed in the reports?
Ako ni chichi sirlalo kamen fo auditor solo kabri nata je ye la kiskisiro ke fo ipareta bari kana e menje anni itoli e kolbe lari nyame ka safele ka wala fo report ako kabri o report o dada ako report o idene manna idene maje nyala ba wala idene ma fo ko itobi yele ito safele dal dolo
Yani ina na ma fo.
no I have never been told.
And do you know?
Well, I want to know exactly which auditors are you referring to?
National Audit Office. The auditors that you say you give the GTRs to when they come every year.
Ako wo auditor kilingolo ikameno foko ni nata ikabugo ningol dila pour ya juwe National Audit Office.
Hani mo na ma fo nyer ina na ma fo nyer.
I was never informed.
Now, is there another Tumbu Gasama that works at Mansakonko Area Council, or are you the only one?
Ako ifo yeto ma soto jele ba me ala ka fara be dogo la jeba fo te damale mu Tumbu Gasama.
Nte damale bije Tumbu Gasama.
I am the very Tumbu Gasama.
Okay. I'm asking because there's an audit report prepared by the National Audit Office for 2018, for the year ended 2018, 2017 and 2018. And there are certain payments that are said to be prepared by collectors, and your name has been listed there.
Ako ni ajuwe akenyi ninka wala ako dalero menti wala mu chisis de dolado bi yeme alon ko yeto fo yelede ako kabriye men fo wala mu ko ite fana ni modolu mi alon ko tolle kata multa watile sorta mi alon ko ale ko do ta almanna samba dlato baral nata samanan kadi nyulla ako nyinati na abe nyini kaka.
So let me just show you this exhibit.
Ako sa inte ko ko kala fo batunga o kaito itande la ifamo yaji.
Aski ako iyajuma.
All right, let me show it to you. It's 2017, 2018.
2017 kana 2018.
So Chair, this is exhibit ARMAC 001. So if you check against your names, there's the first one I think is dated the 25th of June 2018, and there's a payment for $1,639 is 80 butu. There are other transactions that list your name, about 6 transactions. Can you see them?
Ako fo isa jeno le bang. Ako tata fo transaction wala ko le mi alko tata fo woro. Ha mi alko ito bota jele abdu ya fole ko imaji ja ito fele ja. Ito fele ja.
Did you ever make those payments?
Ako fo enene ni jorol kele bang.
Na fo tas ke nga remember.
Yes, possibly if it is said to me, maybe I may remember because it has been a while.
But then I just asked you if you made any payments from revenue collected, and you said no.
Ako di minatina ay yinin kano fo ina ne ko do samanum council e mi alango masama bankule kay ko hani ana de manke.
Can you explain?
Ako fo si fen fono jeba.
Hankai si fen fono jele.
Yes, I can be able to say something there.
Okay, so let me hear it. Can I please have the exhibit?
Well,
Thank you. So can you explain how come it is that there are payments made in your name, even though you said that you have not made any payments out of your collections?
ako saan fo sa fo on tole ka lonko ito bota je nyaade le bari famo ya fo janne ko woni ne manke saan aketa nyaade fo ito fe tani bla.
Askeno maybe ni natala wala sabu.
It may be it's off head. I have forgotten about it. This is the reason why I said no.
So do you make payments out of the money that you've collected, or do you not make payments out of the money that you've collected?
Fele me murna nango di ngini kare kili ngola de fo inene yo ko do di ngi mol la ba mi ala ko ya bonni na dama kare dulal to bang fo anane manke.
Sometimes ike ko no le ya fo ko ngani tu en kare sambana before leta bankali na jam o ka sotole.
Yes, sometimes it do happens. They do call you and inform you or instruct you that instead of going to the bank, the monies you collect, that is the revenue you collect, you bring them here in.
So who gives you that instruction?
Ako jumale ke kumandi wala jumale ka kalmol foye.
CEO ka kumandi ka fonyi.
The CEO used to call me and inform me such.
Which of the CEOs?
Ako ni ko CEOs because kilinte juma kilinem.
Mala kata iya jumala.
Huh?
Ataka menyini ka kata iya jumala.
I want to know exactly.
This is 2018.
Ako 2018.
2018 akata pasi selenyala.
This was Pasisi.
And did this ever happen with the CEO that came after Pasisi?
Ako fo nyim fanande ne keta kabirin sise wo CEO mi ala ko le Pasisi rampalase fo fanande ne okele ba.
Hankai afanane.
Yes.
Which CEO is that?
Ako wala mjumadi.
Olam Sidi Toure.
That is Sidi Toure.
So the CEOs call you and tell you to bring money that you've collected to the office.
Ako amuta ko sa wo CEO le ke komandi ka fo ko ye ko do menta wala ye na mo men soto jana mal soto ye na asama na office.
Akakele bra man ke luwolun ta man siare bara soto tal because
Yes.
ko man soto mbe wuli yale fon.
It happens, not every day. If I say it have never happened, I'm not speaking the truth. But yes, it have happened, but not frequent as every day.
And when you take the money to the office, do they sign a receipt or anything to show that you've given them money?
Akosa ni waketa ikodo samba itolia ya dungi bulu kamude ke foi karisito sa fe kadila kaita niko ikodo di don le bulu bambo.
Ika risito le kuntu nga ya kenna kas biko wa.
Ikarisito le kuntu.
Ika risito le kuntu ika risito le dinna risito mi yalo nga menke nka sama nimbita solution ol.
Yes, they used to give me a receipt which I used to take for when I've come to submit.
So when you're submitting, you just show the director of finance the receipt and explain that the CEO took money from you?
Amunta ko sa ni data submission la ika receipt ita ni director of finance ka file ko inkodo receipt men samana kodo CEO le atambulu.
Aka fanga la sai no jeje.
Yes, he used to see the CEO signatures.
And he does not raise any issue about it?
Akona oje abuka fenga ka atale.
Abuka fem for
Yes, never raised any issue.
Sorry, is that he never raised any issues?
No, he have never raised. Just take the receipt, but no issue. Never raised any issue.
And what about in 2022? Was this still happening?
Ako 2022. Ako for Hansan was even in the
2022 honey.
No, for that year no.
So what about this year?
Ako nyinando 23.
Nyina. Hanka nyina so total.
Yes, it do happen this year.
And who authorizes you? Is it the CEO or the director of finance?
Ako nyina njuma kiline ka fo ko asabuna njang. Director of finance or the CEO?
CEO.
CEO.
And who is the CEO?
Ako wala njuma di?
2023.
Yes.
Yes.
Sidi Toure.
Sidi Toure.
Okay. So when you hand over these monies, do you know what they're being used for?
Ako sa kodo information da men ko ikasa ba ikadum wolu bulu. Ako fo ikalon no kodo ikadum di damen do wala ka tamani memfe.
Mbokalo ka fonya ko tol ka men fonya wala nyiti nga hajo la soto council ja.
No, I never know exactly. All what I'm informed is that they have some businesses which they want to run with those monies, but I never know exactly what business is said.
Okay. So as a market collector, market supervisor, you're in the market. Can you tell us what the state of the market is?
Ako bayri ifangol be marse auto andu itele kana mo taji andu kum itele be marani ngola.
Are the vendors that use it happy with the state of the market?
Ako sa nyini ngaro menti bayri ifangol be jele membi jele akalam dala. Ako sa mol ke nyini ngale marse o nying al halo be nyaadi le fo mol men bije kontan tale bang isul belare ne marse o be nyaadi le nyameng wala isul malla.
Mol ka men complain wala nyinti ko marso nying ila musola diamo ka kementi wala nyinti ko e man kontanta mentola mol be fintitale kata si banta e ke tol tu konoto.
The complaint they used to complain, especially the women, is that they said when they get inside the market, people used to go out and leave them sitting inside, and some people are outside of the market. So that is a complaint always they lodge.
I'm not sure. So.
Je melafre menna ya kalmo men fo lafta ya sengang ya fo ku ngasen ya de ko je be musol kamune fo kamune wosi
musol kame wosi wala nyenti ko ila konoto kide tale mo be ka finti ka si bantale.
All the as I said, all the complaint raised by the women is that they said inside the market is lonely. All the people will go out and stay outside instead of inside the market, so they are lonely inside the market.
I'm not sure I understand the context, so it's probably lost in translation. But are you saying that the customers stay outside the market and don't come inside? Or are there vendors that go outside?
San alafta je sena ni mo jumal le kasi banta san lal men ka naba fo wafir lal le ka
itol wafir mo nyolu wala le kasi banta so ni mo nate ka dawo to ka fetol ma kono.
Very well. He said other traders or petty traders, when they are in the market sitting waiting for the customers, they have other petty traders who used to go and stand or sit outside the market. So instead of customers coming to them, they just stop there. So they feel lonely inside the market.
And so do you collect duties from those petty traders that are outside the market?
Ako nyini government bari ifele kana molta. Ako sa wo molu men kalo banta men kana konoto. Fo ifana hani sai de kata lem polta wol bulu bang ikana mo jole ba.
Men kata banta hanka ka jole.
Yes, they do.
And is
now,
it,
sorry, I just want clarification. Ask her, the vendors that go outside, where do they spread their wares? Outside where? Is it on the road, on the roadsides, on the main roadsides? Or let her explain where do these vendors spread their wares?
Ako bayri iko dulu ka futile ka tara banta ako di ko be banta marse o banta so woldum foi ka tara silole kambang foi ka sara marse o danna wala bang ka ikela fe ngol laaje ka sije bang aka kanyari lafta je senen
ha yalo marse la denda woni ngabe mano ka on ka si wolto.
Yes, they used to sit on the by the perimeters of the markets, because before the road you have the roadside. That is where they used to sit and make their own selling.
So is it the main highway roads that are in between?
Ako sa for ilafta fala bayri fam ko silo ni marso ni silo le afara sa for kasi sila danna wala bang fo
sila danna wala kasi wala.
Very well, by the side of the road.
You may continue.
Thank you. And is this something that the council has tried to address? Maybe get the rest of the traders to come inside the market?
Ako sa ikan imben for the memu koleati wala koleadati je ako council fo wal nene ye lo nya soto wala nene ku ke mi ala ko furkan ko bondi je bang fo muneke
hanka ye nane lo nya ta ko wala ko sinta fam ku be jele furka mol wulindi nin council la police ol ke dundi konoto ba ninge dundi konoto ka fintinan.
Yes, there are certain steps taken by council, including myself and the police, the council police. We go and tell them and push them to get inside the markets, and they do, but later they do the same, they come outside the market.
And have you maybe tried charging the people outside the market more than the people inside the market? Have you tried charging the ones outside the market a higher duty than the ones inside the market?
The same payment, same price.
Okay. Is Bring Market Lumo different from the main market?
Ako Bring Lumo Market. Ako for amaseo nyinga tabanya ani o marché do le ko man kilimba fo kilimba.
Ani monthly I will be fayen any la collector.
No, it's a different thing. They are by themselves distinct. They have themselves and with their collectors.
Do you know anything about that market?
Ako fo elon di soto jele wala fel lonje le to la marché tabanya le.
Man fel lonje nu kata je nu wato bari mi katara mole koto mole katara mole bejente kata collection la je o time.
No, I don't have idea. There was a time that I used to go there for collections, but no, I have no idea.
So I'm asking because there's a report that talks about the state of the market and how there's indiscriminate dumping at that market. So I wanted to know whether you know anything about that.
Ako bari na ya awonyi ninka ako kumaka dolle bota jemi ala ko men biye wolle ka diamu la diamu ko me jela al halo be nyame ako jinati na ke jininka dallo men na fo ulo jele.
Hani buran lumo ni man fel loje famata jela baken.
No, I have no idea about the Bram Lumo because I missed there for long.
And what about your market? Is this an issue? Is indiscriminate dumping of rubbish at your market an issue?
According to the comment, fengol mi ala ko balito wala fengol mi mambete ake fay wala ke fay dula to mi ala ko amanyan nakela wala ke fay dula to mi ala ko ibuka ako fo fana wosi fa fana ka ke la man sewoto ba.
Ha akake gele.
Yes, it do happens.
But tractor kanana na yako.
Yeah, but the tractor used to come and they collect all these garbages.
How often does the tractor come?
Ako tractor kana je wati juma.
Tractor akadati Monday for Friday.
Yes, from Monday to Friday.
So it comes every day?
Ako amta ko lungolo kana je.
Abuka ke luolunti de.
Not every day.
Wati do akatara area do la wati do akatara area.
Sometimes on the other side and sometimes on the other side.
I'm not sure that translates fine. Does it come twice a week, 3 times a week, once a week?
Ako sang lok mo kono itala marse do tractor kana je sinya jelu.
Akana je sinya menaka sabanani sile.
3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times
a week.
And do you have market cleaners from the council?
Ako fo alla council ye fitar lal soto le kamen for cleaners marse o many ala wolle ka marse o fitar kamen for market cleaners fo alla council e soto le.
Ha ya soto le.
Yes, they do.
And they clean every day?
Ako amuta ko lungolu ne tol kana je ka je seriandi.
Luol kana.
Yes, that is every day.
Okay. And are there enough tables at the market for the sellers? Because you said that there are some that are outside.
Tabulo lu mini alon ko e ka trajele ke la fengol landi dawe ka wafi ako fo tabulo le mol sile bang yunu membe kono to je la tabulo va ke sile bang bari fango ya fo ko dol ka trabantale fo tabulo le si o tabulo le si
wol ke la tabulo le bulaje ka da band.
Yes, they leave their tables inside the market and they go outside.
No, I'm asking, are there enough tables at the market for the people that want to sell at the market?
Ako nyini karo men di ko mengi nyini kamen na follow ako fo tabulo le mol sile bang men be marse ko.
Yes,
there are enough tables inside the market, but normally, as I said, some of the petty traders, they leave their tables and they go and hang outside, selling.
Okay, and are there working toilets at the market?
Ako fo jonkongol bijele me ako kamol be marse oto.
Ha kamo be marché kono le.
Yes, we have toilets.
Abe marché waramata abe domandi moto. Kamo abe marché waramato abe domandi mo fana.
Yes, both of the market, the small market and the big markets, both of them got toilets.
That are working. Not just that they have, are they working?
Ako kamo li betamakan, li betata le betamakan.
Ha e betamakan.
Yes, they are working and good.
And there's good water supply at the market.
Ako jio kasoto jele ba? Jio bi jele.
Ha jobe je.
Yes, there is.
How many taps?
Ako pampu jele be.
Marché bato pompi fulale be je bar kilimo stop ta sa kili nekata.
The big market, we have 2 taps, but one stopped and it's only one functioning.
Marché ngoto kilimbe woto.
The small market, they have 1.
And is the water supply Nawek or is it a borehole?
Ako jio nying akabomi tole fo ka jio pompole sa fo borehole e wala sinje ba ajio akabomi.
E ma borehole sinje jio ka bona nawe. Jio canal.
No, they don't dug any borehole there. Water comes.
It's Nawek.
Nawek.
Nawe ha.
Very well.
So the one tap that's not working at the big market, how long has this been?
Ako sa yo pompo kilingo membi je fam ka men fo le tamaka ani wodo men tinya da wala men man tamaka kabuni wati juma la man tamaka.
Oh metal.
Oh, this was a long time.
Is it 1 year, 2 years?
I sang osile, I sang osile.
3 years fangati.
Asiata.
A metal
It's a long time. It's more than 2 years. It's a long time.
And has it been reported to the council?
Ako fo ali o chibaro fo council ba?
Hanka ya jele.
Yes, they saw it.
When you say they saw it, who saw it?
Ako ni ko ya jele juma la ya je.
Council ya jele.
Council saw it.
So you're a council. You represent the council. So when you say they saw it, do you mean you saw it?
Ako ni ko council ba ri fango le biya no council le biya ako ni ko council saw it. Amunta ko ite fango ya jele.
Ha nda fanga ya jele.
Yes, myself I saw it.
Has your CEO seen it?
Ako CEO ya jele ba?
Ha ya jele.
Yes.
Okay. And nothing's been done about it since?
Ako fen manke je.
Hani kilingol beta makan sai.
Yes, only one, as I said, only one functioning right now.
And is that one sufficient for the needs of the people at the market?
Ako amunta ko pompo kilingo membi je. Fo wole mo ate ay mo la sulo fengele ba. Men bi marché ko no jigo.
Hankai.
Ay mo sire.
Ha mol si.
Yes, it's sufficient.
So they're not struggling with just one tap. There's no need to fix the other tap.
Ako amunta ko kilingo betata la manjari hani flow nyingi ya dada.
Na data betiata.
When it is repaired or installed, it's good, it's better.
So see, I'm asking because you are here, you're supposed to give us information that can help your people.
Ako dalilo
So when I ask questions, it's because we want to know, so that if anything can be done, it can be recommended to be done. But if we don't know what's happening, nobody can help you.
Ako jang toge atol nyini ka dalilo men na bayri ndol man tara ya tol lebeje. Purun tol nga long. Isaje ko mi alon ko alla suru le ndol fana isaje ko isaje woye soto. Ako samba ni te ko ima long dol fana ta lon nola anu nimma mellong te o fo nola wala te o dada nola. Ako nyinem dalilo ti me atinna akay nyini ka pour ya sine ande me bije.
Ma fo malon de. Nka fo ngalon ne ko awe ko ngajele ko me ko bukata.
Imam bata. Iko yalon ko
ngalon ko pompi kilingo nyine kata do bukata bar pompi kilingo me yalon ka bukata ya stop wa fir lal men bije itol fangale atina pompo nyi stop ta
yes, all I know about that that pump which is not functioning is because of the traders themselves. They are the cause of it. For that I know.
They spoiled the tap? Is that what you're saying? Is she saying that the traders spoiled the tap?
Matinya de ko pompo nyi ko jenyi aka ni pompo nyi ba use kai to be siri ndame ma fa je ka borje.
No, they don't spoil.
So man soko yele soto. So wala ne akulo.
But all what they are saying is that when this tap is functioning, it used to make their sittings wet where they normally sit. The water comes there, so this is why it has been stopped. It doesn't mean that it's spoiled, but it has been stopped by the complaint of the traders that the water comes to their side.
So I'm not sure I understand. The water comes to their side. How is it that the tap leaks? Is it that it doesn't close? How does it come to their side?
Akosa alafta jesen anda fo pompo nying akasulen ne bang fo ni jo akakenyar le fo jo kana to la siglal to fo pompo nyin ne kasulen bang fo abuka sorong fo muneketa.
pompo nyinga ka use nyamente yalo moldo ni na te ka pompo yele comme ilafta jeta la nyame ikata wala nyam bayru marselam wala na jenyin ka bon fa ka ji mol ko.
It doesn't mean that it's leaking. It depends on the people, the way they use it, because when they open the pump, some of them don't care because it's a market, so the water runs to the side where the traders used to sit.
Okay. I don't know if the commissioners have any questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. She was talking about the. What else? She talked about the issue of the toilets.
Ako itiam tajang kamol karola wala kamol la ko.
But the report, the audit report for 2021.
Ako bania juwe audit report memo 2021 audit report serungo report o mengena.
And this was submitted to the CEO on the 18th of July 2023.
And the new report ya the CEO la 18th of July 2023, you know.
What the report highlighted at page 57.
Akoni ajuwe report o kaiti telulu ani warola woye me yitandi.
From page 57, to be exact, page 59, but it started from page 57.
Akoni ajuwe kaito lo report la kaito la kumakangol membuje kabiri kabo kaito me alonko ya la nimoro wole 57 telulu ni warola kata 59 telulu ni kononto. What
the report said was that the toilet facility had no water and electricity supply, and the place was it has poor ventilation.
Akoha wolde tisisiklalu ya memfo ila kalmo lu itoli ya menje je wolem ko kamolu man giol soto kendo je jikende te je ando panania juwe bajela ko kurante je bajela nibi je akando fango ke batandi bakele fang niji nyaka koli ya bulu baba ke fang.
They also said there was no wash hand basin or urinals installed.
Ako fanang inata kuma kalma fulole memfo je tolla jero kono wolem ko o kamolde bulu kurlan dulate je ande baje la fana jala muta dulate je.
The roof had visible gaps, gaps between the wall and the corrugated roof.
Ako fana ni ajuwe corrugato kan kankara ko membe santo woni marajo tema wolle bi ko meni be je ka fengol je bantale kuno sinano fanga e dunje fanga wole nyama je.
The toilet floor and walls were not tiled.
Akoni ajube kamol duma iman tilol keje fanan ande bajela marajol fana memu miroti wo fana man tilol soto.
And they attached a photograph to that effect.
And wolula o tisisro kabrio ka manke kuma kensente de ye natal ya photo le ka itandi abe ale halo mento.
So can she explain that to us?
Akoje be la fene ne fo ye fene so resime fo no moli jeba. Photo e memfo. Yes, correct. There is no light therein.
What about ventilation?
Ako ni jinya fonyo ni bije ka fonyo kendo soto no fonyo la dulate je ventilation no nyinga be nyaadi le abe wole nyama fa man traw nyama.
Abe wole nyama.
Yeah, that's correct.
There is no wash hand basins.
Andum panan ko benga be fo iko nyim fenke balo ko yalon ko ni bata kamoto kata ki bulol kuje iko si fa fanante je. A soto fa ba je abi je ba fa je.
A tege num bari lasia ale nga fenko soto si o tango nyina samba je mobe do ko la je mi yalon pay po katarala ye pompo ke tango nyina lasia ale soto.
Yes, it wasn't. We did not have it at the last time, but right now there is, because they have installed a big tank and there is a tap for it.
No, I'm not referring to a tank. I'm referring to a wash hand basin where when you use
kalamta ma for tank ko de ni ka juwe ni dunda kamoto ifundita na ka bolu ndingo je pompe male ma bolo soto ise bulol kuje akini ni ka wosi fala
hani woman soto je woman.
Very well. Now I realize no, we don't have that there.
So, what about the roof that has visible gaps between the wall and the corrugated roof?
So, for I not into miro ke ko ila jero to iko corrugated kankarango ni bungo temo ni ali beloringe akuol lebije kadula le juwe banda huol lebije ako abole nyawa ba fa bantra o nyawa.
Huo iko huol lebije ka banda je santo.
kankarango ma fo santo korgero kankarango ni marajo tema ka pempendame ha yalo bumoli ka sukile bara ko je man suki ni bije ka banta saje no fe mo fonta me ka banta ni te bije ka haynan santo
bije.
Yes, that's correct.
So the toilet floor and the walls were not also tiled.
Andum pananina ta kamo dumola ko tile teje wo ketale ban fo amanke.
And the wall.
Anim fana marajo bala miro aman tile soto.
Hani aman tile also.
That's correct.
So would it be right to say that the conditions are not good?
Sako ifamo sontale ko tonyale mu nyimbe nyuni men fo wole biye sa mona sa aketa most afono dal condition o membe je amanya na kala onyama.
Hani amanya na kala onyama.
That's correct. It's in a bad condition.
Yes, Council, you may proceed. Yes.
Madam Kasama, I just wanted to understand the flow of responsibilities. As a market supervisor, if I remember what she said earlier, is that she collects the GTR books from the main office and take it to the market.
Very well. Yes, I say so.
And on receipt of the books, she signs for those books that she had received from the office.
And the foko wate wokukuniol ni eta office oto ifangole ka sign ka eta de ko ngani bugol tale an ngani bug nangam leta. Yes.
And when she gives those books out to the collectors under her supervision, they don't sign.
Andung inata fo janko bukol ni nata marché oto ikamenke wala me kadi revenue collector la momo la buko anda nyanta tala dame bari fango ya fole ni adi itol dumbuka sign la bukoto.
Honey.
Yes.
So my question to her is, and if I could remember rightly again, she has about 9 revenue collectors under her supervision.
Use the mic. Yes. 8 of them, including myself, we are 9.
Now, she doesn't have any supervisor at the market.
Yes, by then we got one. I have a supervisor. They are in.
Now, let me put it. Is that person a male or a female?
The one I got before is a man, is a male.
Okay, now when she became a market overseer, was she having a supervisor at the market?
Ako marsoto ke kabri kata oversee no me alo kabe marari marsoto tele ka marso la ko bibe ako wato fanang foi supervisor soto leba. Yes, when I became a market overseer, I had a supervisor at that time, but later he left.
And she never had any replacement of that person.
Ako amunta ko kabri wota ta emang namo do bo samanang ala atla palaso to harisai. Very correct. I have. There's no.
Now the reason why I'm asking all of this is how do they reconcile?
Ako ni aje akenyi ni kanyi dalilo la wala mu atolka kuulu hay manyadi le alkamen soto je wala do gudlato.
The monies collected
wala mu kodo
against the receipts that were issued.
Wale mukodo mi yalonko ika tanang lempo kang anun tiketo lo mi yalonko ika menu di fo alke hay male baka Kenya de le nalbe hay mala.
No ma understand it.
Aka mem fo ete wale muko come reconcile. yalo ne bugu ndingo di ñun lay ka ta ticket lu di mol lay ka ko do ta ay bulu ako sa bayri ite man so bay so soto woni wato ko ne mammo samana wo do noto ako sa alkaw reconcile nyaadi le akeni ni kawol
nka do ko ko nyama ko me ngafo nyame ni jita ngata deposit.
That is how we work. As I said earlier on, whenever we close, I take the monies and I go and deposit them.
Now, I could have collected 1,000, but I deposited 400. How would they know?
Ako sa ning atebete koto. Yebuko diala data na mo kaning. I really killing soto. O really killing on yinga nyanta wale samala nga adungi bulu wala ka samba kalandi. Atena ta chemelu dila. Ako sa ite be ko lol jela nyaadi le wala ba karam tala nyaadi la kay ni kawol.
Mba karam ta ngalo ne ko ngawili kilinde diala ani kemelu nas.
I will know that because I know I gave you amount of the tickets, amount of 1,000, and you brought 500. I will know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How does she reconcile that? Does she go with the GTR books, or she just accepts what was ever brought to her?
Ako sanya teke yene ka wala ite ka reconcile nyaadi le fo bukolu yemen di la ticket oli ka wala juwe bang fo fengo femi ala ko ya samana ya dungi bulu ika sonne ko ha ay nyinde tana mol bulu dina mi lembo da men soto bi
hanin ka ju nga buko jubele.
I used to check the book.
Now, does she sign every reconciliation? Like today is Thursday, Ibrahima brought me 600 on the book, on the GTR. Do I sign that this was where I stopped and everything is correct?
Ako sign come for instance lungolu ni tiketo men di namare na kodo men sambay nang ako fo ika sign le baka itam ni ko bide Ibrahima ay nangam le sambanang anu ikata o risitul fana juve mi ala ko na akake anyama le bam fo ika sign
ni kodo men nata no mbuka ko nyama because ni tata do ko la ini kodo men nata nkaw kodo nyin kaw be mo ni men tata je nkaw wala tanka nka check barka fu kar ni ni tata nga sail bu ko wake
ka kodol ñu be ne ko do samala wato mo le ka kodol check fo
ha wato kam ko bu ko check mo moy ni men tata ka check ini nanga mo men tata ni bire do ko ke stop ta dame.
Yes, whenever all these revenue collectors all brought money, bring monies to me, that is the time I reconcile to see, yes, this person, I have taken this type, amount of tickets, and this is the amount of monies he brought, he or she brought. That's how I reconcile them.
Now, the reason why I ask this question is that we have seen where collectors would use one ticket for two people.
Ako dalilo me atana teke nyininga ako jetale de amanke ama fo itele yake bora wo jeta jande nga wo jande ka je rebe ju collecto men kata na mo collect isaje comme bi wo ticket kilingo ibadi la tela nga ko do dila wo ticket kilingo ko to keta ini wo eta yadi Ibrahima la ay ko do dila ako lati na ke nyininga muta ko ticket kiling isi mo fula saba la na mo beta wo ticket kilingo kan ako jenda
ticket kiling number kiling for serial number kiling.
I mean, may I be clear? One number or one serial number only?
No, the one ticket is split. It's cut into two.
Akamuta ko ticket killing on you. Didn't ticket odi. Ya kundu si ya ke half. Ya half of the ndelangajo o ticket killing on it. Ya half of an samaya di dola fana ya jo. Akofo kake je. Udi ne matalo ne aja ke nyinika.
Nana nga mo nune because of ya follow nu.
Yes, I have ever had on it.
Yeah, for you ko ila mul mo do na akele because nata si adiamo ni na ketal because afota.
Yes, this have ever happened to me because I've been informed or I was told that some of my revenue collectors have done so. Yes, it have happened.
Now, then how can she reconcile a half a ticket?
Ako sign nimma moma fo ite wala moma fo enum ite be londo so la nyaade le wala balon na nyaade le ko nyunu ka wole ke na tra ite buka ay ka ko do reconcile nyaade le ite be londo na nyaade le dari kansolo fe ko kono ila kisi ro ko pour ko do hay ma ni ticket wol
nta londo la because aning amount o men tata bole na trente na sa nyi men kundu fulati ya nto kuntu ndaw ta ko don tawajal
No, I cannot be able to know that because the tickets I know, the exact tickets that he issued, that is the one I'm going to count. But that the half ticket will not be given to me, so I will not know.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Madam Kasama.
Now,
can you tell us 2018 to 2019? What is the range of revenue you collected?
Ako sign ninga juve ni aklo bulandi koma kabo 2018 kana 2019. Ako foi sa fono moli itenene ikajelu leta na amote kamune so ikajelle soto lempoto. How much is collected? Wala me ikajelle soto.
Nkamen soto je ka abemu iyamu mewo.
No, daily.
Daily. Anu ngafo nunjang ngafo nunga start wato mena kata 4,000 basa kata for 6,000. Kabo 2018 kata 2019 kata 4,000 5,000 mafaha. What 20 kabola kana sainteng 2020 2021 mova na fenko increase tale.
As I said earlier, I have said that before here that in the 2018-2019 revenue collection daily, it amounts to 4,000 something to 500,000. But now from 2021, 22, 23, it has ascended. It increases to 6,000 daily.
Okay. So for the market, you collect 7 days in the week? Do you collect 7 days in the week?
Ako marzoto amuta ko etela taje alkana mota wala lempolo fo kabo alka jelle tili jelle taje 7 days bang tili wara wala bang fo tili jelu lok ngokono
ntol lok ngokono nka ntol ma ofen ko soto ma weekend o soto.
We don't have a weekend.
So you collect every single day?
Ako amuta ko lumolum alka collection alka ko dota namo lempota
luolon ka collection o kele.
Yes, every day we do
so
collection.
When you collect on Sundays when banks are not open, how do you do with the money that you collect on Sundays?
Ako sa dimaso dum bengalo na ko wolungo alla ko dilando dula wolungo jebu kayele wala bankolti ako sa ni namo meta wala lempo meta dimaso wala te ka ko nyaadele
nenga ko do beta dibasiluo kodo nyikatu na office wala kono monde nga collection ke nga la ka ngata nga submit.
Normally when I work for weekends like Sunday, due to the fact that as you said the banks does not operate on that very day, so the monies or the revenue that collected on that day I used to keep them in the office, then the following day Monday I take them to the bank.
Anim fanang ning Sunday komenko nyinka nyimeta ni tan ning isulata menne isa fo nyawulum fanang.
And certainly, as the lead council asked me the last time, normally if the area council have errands or they need monies, normally on Sundays they used to tell me those monies collected on that Sunday, I used to take them to council.
So we are aware that the revenues collected on Sundays, these are always, on very rare occasion, banked, are always handed over to the senior officers, particularly the finance director. Is that a correct statement to me?
Wolonta jannede andunga jeta jannede ko namo mi yalonko alkamenta dimasu lungola ako sinya jama nale ota asamo alko samba bank de wala dimasu alko samba bank de woka kenya me wala alko samba counciloto nal fotata alkadi finance director la ako ayoje janne yo kalamta janne.
Ask her whether it is the same with Mansakonko.
Ako sa fo to nyale mo me jeta jang anding atol ka tawandi nyaabe wala nyaama fa mataraw nyaaw.
Ko me nga fo nyamen ko Sunday nga bulajele nga la fa monde nga ta son mit o ko men kay to yata ni nyamen ko wa ni sulata ika fo nyele.
Yes, normally as I said.
But bank finance director bu ka fo.
As I said earlier on, likewise Sundays when we collect or the revenue collected on Sundays, we keep them in the offices till Monday. We take them to the bank. But if the need arises from the council, they used to call me and we take the monies there, but not the finance director.
So who collects the money from her when the council needs the money
ako san ifango ya fo janne ko finance director te ako san jumale ka wala ka ko do jumale bulu ni atra sulo sorta mi ala ko ite nyata ko do sabakansi
sulo men ka futante mom ka CEO lete
CEO.
So it is the CEO that asked you to give him the monies that are collected.
So amuta ko CEO wala ke nyininga wala ka fo e puriyo ko do sambaye
hani lume be sulala.
Yes, they need a rise.
So do you normally sign a document for them indicating that you are handing over the money to them?
Sign. Wo kodo ni asambani ba dunna bulu fo kayto le vijemi ala ka sign le kayta diko ha bigasama e kodo nangam le dungi bulu bi.
Ankata ala mode yana risito dinna.
Yes, on Monday I used to go there and demand my receipt.
So what sort of receipts do they give you? What type of receipt do they give you?
Ako je kamu receipt sifare dealer ni oketa.
Area council receipt when you call it in.
They give me area council receipt.
Can you provide a sample of such receipts that you have been given where you handed over the money?
Ako sign for issue receipt sifalo samana no wala se mako no wala purundol fana ngawo je ngalon ko ni receipt sifa ko wala di gasamala ni o sifa keta.
Receipt o men ka men ke cash book o bale ka wo receipt o. E ka receipt o men ke cash book o bale ka wala receipt o dinna.
The receipt those the one they use at the cash book, that's the same type of receipt that is issued to me.
Tell her to provide us with receipts that she had been issued when she handed over cash to the
Ako
CEO.
sign ke nyining ka na wala mo receipt holdi. Me ya lon ko kodo ikadi sapa CEO ya wala CEO le ka fo ya dunga bulu bari ko ikadi receipt wata bulu. Ako be sulari wo receipt wala si fero beke yo receipt o samananja.
Now the payments we have realized in both Trust Bank and Reliance that deposits are not made every single day when they collect tax. Why is it that they don't deposit every day?
Ako san jang bankol to memu Trust Bank aning bank do to ako jande na benje ja wala ko kodo mi yalon ko alka soto namo kunto mi yalon ko lungolung anyantale pour aller à samba bank dolla jero to jang amanke ko lungolung alko samba je yitandiro e menge ako munatin na kodo nyingal buka samba bank lungolung ko mi anyanta kala nyame.
In a month, for instance, for example,
ako ne ajuwe ko men nga kar kili ngonta karo mumeo
they would omit deposited money for 10 days or even more.
Ako jama dolla jero to baje la ko karo mum kono e kaje le wa do wiya ka tale foti litam albuka ko do samba bank.
But it's not consistent.
Abanke ko ate watele motide.
Like, for example, let me give her an example.
Ako sai misali fe
let me take a nearer date, that is 2021.
Ako batu ay tili sutunta memma jamfa baga wala mserun ko 2021.
2021 they deposited 29th, 30th, but 31st was not deposited.
Ako ni ajube karobi jeme yala ko kabru ay tili mwani konondo soto ali ko do samba tili tansabo ali ko do samba bo kabru karoni tili tansaba ni killing soto lu tansaba ni killing 31st ako wolungo deposit ko do man ta bank de.
Okay, and then from the 1st to the 3rd of January 2022 no deposits were made.
Ne ajuwe karomi ala ko wa no ma January karo kabru ka fo ala tili follow kata futili sabanya o lungo be lungo deposit ka kala ke sampaje.
That is just the Trust Bank account.
Ako wo Trust Bank lady.
So can she explain to us why they wouldn't deposit? Because she had told this commission that the market collection is daily, and after the collection she collects all the money and deposits them to the bank.
Ako sa abe lafring bebe lafring ne projet senani tole bari nyinkete famula foro di ko marché auto atul kataji lungolu kata na motaji adu lungolu nal gita do gola ali ko do hayma nal pareta al ka ko do samba bank lungolu barana ta je ko lundol bi o man na soto so ako alafta projet senande dal do me atinna wo lungolu ko do man ta bank wala man ko do samba bank même Trust Bank.
nkata luolu nkata bank le fo ning ye nkumandi lungo mena nga ofoja ninga nkumandi lungo mena iko ngata be fenne jole council
to make it clear that, as I said earlier on, every day we deposit monies at the bank. But the reason why some of the days we did not or we didn't is that it's a request from council. As I said, whenever it's requested, that day we are not going to the bank, we go to council directly.
So all these days that they do not deposit, these are monies that the CEO collects from
misal fe amunta ko ni lungol mi alon ko lungol almanta bankal man ko do samba banka amunta ko sai alla sam ko di sambo bank ni aja alma samba daliro menti wala mu ko do ni aliya samba kasule CEO le afa aliya samba je
ni aja tol man deposit lungo men na wolu ko nga samba kansule adu CEO le ka fa nya samba
very correct. Every day you see there there is nothing like deposit at the bank. The reason is that we are requested by CEO to take the monies to the council. These are our reasons.
Now, let's go to the amounts you deposited. We are using the 2021 just as an example, year 2021, just as an example, a sample in your bank statement. You have, we have noted in your statement, in the bank statement, that there are times that daily you deposit up to 16,000 plus in your accounts.
Akonka jele ko ila bank statement we me itandi jango akolundol bi jele akatale ko ifon kamel lande bank akatale fo wili tan ani woro ani membaka.
Let me give specific example. On the 29th of December 2021,
akosan ibatu ayo siva for example ole December 2021
they deposited 16,360.
Ako 29th of December, at least 16,000 they deposit 350.
360. On the 30th of December 2021, they deposited 10,440.
Ako 30th December 2021, alikodo melanda tara for 10,440.
On the 4th of January, they deposited 19,000.
Ako January kabra tili nani soto ale kodo melanda tara fo wili tang anin konondo.
Then automatically,
ako bania juwe okam,
on the 5th, 6th and 7th,
ako tili lulu woro anin woro jao,
they deposited 5,000.
wolungo wili lulu ale
on
wala
the 5th of January 2022, they deposited 5,000.
Ako January tili lulu 2022 ale melanda wolungo la wili lulu.
On the 6th, they deposited 5,400.
Anu panang ate January kilingo tili woro alebe lande wala mu 6,500.
No, 5,400.
5,000 wili lulu cheme woro.
On the 7th of January, they deposited 5,270.
Ako January tili woro nyaw alebe lande wala wili lulu cheme fula ani dalasi taworo la.
The assumptions we can make from this record.
Akoni ajuwe me miro men sola je wala be jero men kala nyin fenko ka kodo la nyakam.
The revenue that is being collected is more than what she have told this commission. That is the 4,000 to 6,000. Can she explain the variation?
Ngamen fa wala 2018 kata 2019 kata 4,000 kata 5,000 bari kabo 2019 kana sa kata 6,000 so aka menyin ka wala mnyindi comme 19,000 e fenko ni weekend o na benta ni Sunday benta fe nka men foten comme ka ko do ka fle monde nga deposit ning nyimbul weekend on ning public holiday fanan benda bank bukayele o fanan ko don ka lanyo kane after ngata ning monde ngatange o fana collect ngala nyoka wala ka ñun don siande ñu don ka doya.
As I said earlier on, we used to collect from 2018 to 2019. I said earlier on that the amount of revenue we used to collect is from 4,000 upwards. But as far as from the 2021, 22, 23, it increases to 6,000. But normally these deposits you see, sometimes it happens during weekends or public holidays when we cannot go or we don't go to the bank. So when these monies are combined together, sometimes this is why we have that amount, like 19,000 plus.
That cannot be true, simply because this deposit in Trust Bank, and this is reflective of all their transactions in their statements. Because on the 29th,
29th of December,
it's a banking, it's a working day. It's a banking day. On the 30th, it's a banking day. And they deposited significant amount, which was 10,440.
And the
For the 29th, they deposited 16,360.
And 29
so the explanation about weekend or public holiday is not applicable in this instance. So can she explain?
Na manke ni weekend ole mu nga bukata bank waranto public holiday bana manke woti me kodo siata nyamen nga ka fo kodo le siata ko men kam men collect kodo siata wotile ntol na man kodo collect for 7,000 on the area in dollar na market okon.
As I said earlier on, this is, I don't know how it happens, but as I said earlier on, weekends or public holidays, that makes the monies to rise, the amount of monies to rise. But in the market where I used to collect, we have never collected even 7,000 or more than that. As I said, the highest monies we collect, that is 6,000 plus, but even less than 7,000.
Well, the Trust Bank account did not reflect what she is saying, because further to this amount, on the 24th of January, they deposited 14,000. On the 27th, they deposited 11,000. And subsequently, they deposited huge amounts of money in the account.
According to you, it is a member. And the bank state, Trust Bank statement of member, where man killing the Akobos near you was those that me along Kalekodo Milan that I fully tank and in Nani and in fact. Ako ibajela fada wado fana nata soto aliyekodo mela ndije wona take kudi jamalti ako so ibajela ko ila o kalmo e kamem fote woni bank statement Trust Bank la statement ifota nyoka net
adu nga wolam de nga ni aje ko do siata wanyama manta bank malo mune asabu ko do siata wanyama manta bank bari ni nga ko do collection o ken ka samba bank le anin ye kuma ni menne ko ngat men ke ngate je bar ko me ka ko ye ñoo balance tenne aske no fe ya sabu manta bank de bari no ngata bank le de.
As I said earlier on, all what I'm saying is what had happened. If you see that I put a huge amount of money or a large amount of money at the bank, you know that it happens on a weekends or a public holiday. But these amounts you are saying, well, I don't know how it happens, but as I said earlier on, that is how normally what happens. There.
Yes. Council?
I have no further questions.
Do you have any questions? Now, you have also said that in 2018 and 2019, what we see in your accounts, the maximum deposits, we saw that it is 1,000 that you used to deposit in your account. 2018-2019. That is what we see in your account, and this is Reliance.
2018-2019 akoni ajuwe kambe futing ako wa dol bije mi alon ko di jama yo le je wi alon ko alkala di metata lo fo wili cheme wili tangani kili ako woka sotole wa to ben na mi alon ko algo deposit bank to.
I said between 2018 and 2019, what we see deposited in their accounts is 1,000 daily as they collect, and there are days that they will not bank their collection, and she has explained why they don't bank every day.
Very well.
Because they collect 7 days in the week.
Very well.
So what I'm saying, there is a distinction between what she has told us, that they collect around 4,000 to 6,000. What we see on the record is that they, the maximum they collected from 2018 to 2019, the maximum deposits they have made in the account is 3,000. But mostly what they deposit is 1,000 daily.
Ako sign, ikamen for 2018-2019. Alkamen soto alana moto bari fango ya fujanda fo akatale fuili nani ni mfeng. Ako bani ajuwe o statement o woe memfo anite ka memfo ako wolu fatatale de. Ako bari itol la statement o bank statement ben biye wala mo ibaje la 2018 kata 2019 lungolu atol ka ben deposit bank wo kata kaka wili kili 1,000 lungolu ako ibaje la ko sign na mi kodo me ala ko asiata je asikeno ayta fo wili saba bare anane man tambe wala pour mo sa fo ko itika même fo so ibaje la ko wo wili nano ni fe ka même fo anin atika kodo me ngemen dunta bank if wala i jamfata no la bank
sa aka 2018 nyininka
anin
2019 wala la mon juma
2018 kata 2019
for 2019 ya bank
2018 kata 2019 ako bayrete ko wato alkamen soto namoda kata ale fo wili nani nim fe ako ba be so wala de bare bank statement ye mayita ni dolla jang wala mo lungolu alkakoro men samba bank abukata bi wili kilinna andum fana wati la soto mi alon ko ko mi alka siata wo sawo kono wala mo wili saba awo jele wonne tata je bara matambe.
She can take a look at the statement.
Ako ni la fa fango statement o itande la ya juge.
No 2018 ba explain no lale. And in 2019 kabo January for July so explain no. Kabo 29 kabo July kana for December nta explain no.
What I can explain here is between 2018 and 2019 from January to
July.
But from July upwards, we explain anything there.
Yes. Can she explain now?
I explain, no?
2018.